Making a horror game is an art, but not all of them stick the landing. Let's talk about the biggest mistakes game designers make that suck the fear right out of their games. First up, overusing jump scares. A jump scare can be effective when done sparingly, but if you rely on them too much, players get desensitized. True horror comes from tension and atmosphere, not just things popping out of closets. Mistake number 2, bad lighting and visuals. Horror thrives in the shadows, but if your game is too well lit or the monster design looks goofy instead of terrifying, you've already lost your audience. Third, too much player empowerment. If the player has an arsenal of weapons and endless ammo, it's hard to feel vulnerable. Fear comes from the unknown, the uncontrollable, and the inability to fight back effectively. Another killer? Poor pacing. If nothing happens for too long, players lose interest. But throw too much at them and it turns into chaos, not fear. Balance is key to keeping players on edge. And finally, repetition. Seeing the same monster or scare tactic over and over makes it predictable. Horror needs variety to keep the player guessing. At its core, horror is about creating an emotional experience. It's not just about scares, it's about atmosphere, tension, and vulnerability. Avoid these mistakes and your horror game might just haunt players long after they put the controller down.